time of change for the community of SUNY Fredonia. Our university welcomed Dr. Virginia Horvath, a Western New York native and SUNY alumna, as Fredonia's first female president.
Dr. Horvath envisions greater potential for SUNY Fredonia to be known beyond the region and state for its faculty and staff innovation, student success, community engagement, and partnerships for regional development.
This past year, the U.S. News and World Report's Best Colleges ranked SUNY Fredonia 14th among best top public universities in the Northeast.
It is Dr. Horvath's passion for growth that has inspired the projects of our 2012-2013 SUNY Fredonia Enactus team.
We share the same ambition to see possibility, take action, enable progress, as we strive to build a more sustainable community of Enactus within our university and local community.
Now I'd like to introduce the 2012-2013 SUNY Fredonia Enactus team.
I'm Greg Winchek, and I'm from Rochester, New York.
I'm Christina Backus, and I'm from Batavia, New York.
I'm Chelsea Patterson, and I'm from Buffalo, New York.
I'm Brianna Noto, and I'm from Rochester, New York.
I'm Kayla Wachowski, and I'm from Buffalo, New York.
I'm Chris Jung, and I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah.
The great Leonardo da Vinci once said, "I have been impressed by the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Being willing is not enough. We must do." Our team saw possibilities and utilized new recruiting methods, took action by focusing on different goals, and enabled progress by expanding our horizons. This year, we developed a leadership team comprised of 10 core members that worked side by side with our faculty advisor, Dr. Susan McNamara, in organizing team meetings, helping other team members build business and community relationships, as well as tracking the overall progress and success of our Enactus team. Our desire to grow personally and professionally has truly inspired our motto to get active with Enactus.
Near the shores of Lake Erie in western New York, SUNY Fredonia was first founded in 1826. Currently, over 5,700 students consider this beautiful residential campus as their home away from home. Our School of Business currently provides opportunities in studying management, marketing, accounting, economics, and finance. Our department puts high emphasis on service learning, such as Enactus, which gives our students a more unique experience and opportunity in a real-world setting. We would like to share with you that this year's journey consisted of 8 projects which impacted over 14,000 people.
Imagine our world 20 years from now. Current youth will be older, wiser, and more experienced as they assume their roles as the leaders of tomorrow. Since our generation and the generations to follow are the future of America, it is essential that we take the initiative to be responsible citizens. Every 7 minutes, a child is bullied on the playground. It is estimated that 160,000 children miss school every day due to fear of attack or intimidation by other students. As our team analyzed this alarming data, we addressed the social issue by reaching out to the Fredonia Elementary School with our anti-bullying campaign to teach our youth that life is fragile. Using the Pacer Institute model, our team developed an interactive lesson plan engaging a 3rd grade class of 17 students at Fredonia Elementary School. Our lesson plan consisted of 4 45-minute lessons once a week for 4 weeks. The first lesson focused on defining bullying, and we introduced a new way to say sorry. Our team created a sorry box, giving the students an anonymous way to apologize. We then had the students give us their definition of bullying. By giving the students definition of bullying, our team designed a stick puppet play for our 2nd lesson to help the students understand that our differences are what make us unique. For our 3rd lesson, we introduced positive reaction strategies. It is essential for children to know how to positively respond to a bully. For our final lesson, we had the students take a pledge to speak up, reach out, and be a friend. In order to test and recognize to see if the students were indeed retaining the material, our team conducted group discussions after each lesson. These lessons help serve as a barometer to gauge the comprehension of the students. Over the course of the program, the team and teachers from Fredonia Elementary School saw positive results as students were recalling information.
Since life is fragile and the choices we make affect not only ourselves but the individuals around us, our Enactus team took a vested interest in forming our campus and community to think before you act. Focusing on the prevention of destructive decision-making, the initiative founded the first Students Against Destructive Decisions, also known as SAD chapter, on our SUNY Fredonia campus. We have laid down the foundation for future Enactus teams by recruiting 10 freshman members to be a part of our SAD chapter in order to maximize our sustained potential. Our team worked with local high school students as well as Fredonia college students to encourage and empower them to consider the impact their choices have on the individuals around them, ultimately improving the quality of life within their community. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 27 people die per day as a result of drunk driving crashes in the United States. After our team found the shocking statistic, we decided to visit Fredonia High School the week 100 local students signed our pledge not to drink and drive. As members of Enactus, we can do our part by first educating ourselves and passing that knowledge on to members of our community. Our team partnered with an on-campus wellness group, Fredwell, who educated us in their workshop, What's in Your Cup? After gaining knowledge from Fredwell, we then were able to educate local high school students about common related alcohol myths and facts at their annual wellness day. Our team saw further possibility in working with students in our community and decided to partner with the local STAT chapter at Dunkirk High School. Together we planned a Change the World party, which was BYOC, Bring Your Own Change. The event was held after school to create a positive environment where over 100 students and faculty took part in substance-free activities. All proceeds were donated to the Dunkirk Soup Kitchen.
As we strive to help our youth reach their goals, our team developed a relationship with Cradle Beach, which serves the needs of nearly 1,100 children annually with disabilities and children who come from some of the poorest sections of Buffalo and Western New York. They offer 3 unique programs that meet the educational, social, emotional, and physical needs of each child while helping those children achieve their full potential in life. In an effort to raise awareness for Cradle Beach and its programs, our team put together a scaling fund, which we entitled Find It at Fredonia. It is our hope that Find It at Fredonia will generate more awareness, interest, and funding for Cradle Beach and all those who work hard to make it a rewarding and gratifying place for children.
Last year, our team embarked on a project that reached out to students and developed a partnership with the Dunkirk Future Business Leaders Club at Dunkirk High School to entice youth about possible careers in business by bringing business and education together. This year, to continue our community focus, we created workshops geared toward developing the entrepreneurial skills of the Dunkirk High School students. We see these students as future community leaders. Therefore, it is vital we prepare them to succeed in a competitive business environment. With the success of our predecessors in mind, we sought to aid the high school students in building a bridge towards a career in entrepreneurship. Next month, we plan to visit the high school and have them create mock businesses, where they will then have to identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that those businesses could potentially encounter. Over 60 students plan to participate in the workshop and create their business concept. In order to create a sustainable community, we feel that educating our youth provides them a competitive advantage and the opportunity to reach their goals.
SUNY Fredonia is a home away from home for many of us. Therefore, Enactus strives to make our campus and local community as healthy as possible socially, economically, and environmentally. The latter is extremely important as we continue on to our next Enactus project. Every day, 3,000 paper cups are disposed of at our coffee shops, dining halls, and convenience locations. If on average, every member of our campus were to dispose of 1 paper cup per day, that would accumulate to 2.2 million paper cups every academic year. To put that statistic on an even larger scale, Americans dispose of 23 billion paper cups every year. It was these alarming statistics that helped Enactus create one of last year's key projects, SUNY Fredonia's very first universal and easily recognized coffee mug, the Fred Cup. With the imagination to envision a more green campus community, this year's team sought to expand on the already well-known brand that is the Fred Cup by creating a second-generation project, SUNY Fredonia's very first reusable water bottle, which we dubbed the Fred Suit Up. The United States purchases more water bottles than any other nation in the world, with an impressive 29 billion bottles per year. Unfortunately, only about 13% of those water bottles actually make it into the recycling stream. Our bottle is made of 100% recycled plastic, our goal in which will spread the awareness to our campus and local community the negative effects that disposable water bottles have on the environment. Finally, last year's team sought to maximize our foundational and innovative progress by securing a $500 marketing funding program from the Faculty Student Association. SUNY Fredonia is a not-for-profit organization that acts as the governing body for food and merchant operations on campus. We use the funds to purchase and promote the water bottles, as well as secure an e-commerce store where our 100 Fred Suo bottles are currently being sold for $15 a piece.
Our world has a finite amount of resources. The precariousness of our environment and the industrial dangers that negatively affect it are daily concerns internationally. As a team of student leaders committed to using the power of entrepreneurial action to shape a better, more sustainable world, we developed the Green Wave Initiative with goals targeting these very results.
Green Wave is geared towards raising the awareness for the responsibility and importance of employing environmentally sustainable business practices. By forming relationships with local business owners in the Fredonia area, we were able to effectively get them to decrease their energy consumption, in turn allowing for a business community whose practices have minimal impact on the stability of our environment. We developed a structured membership program and a social media awareness campaign. We incorporated information from the New York State Energy Research and Development Agency and an energy audit application, as well as collaborating with the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency and the Chautauqua County Chamber of Commerce. To assist in funding our Green Wave initiative, our team secured a $1,000 Sam's Club grant. Businesses can join our initiative once they've made at least one sustainable change to their habits and practices. Since there previously wasn't a Go Green marketing campaign among local businesses in the Fredonia area, our team saw possibility and took action to create opportunities for businesses to become more eco-friendly. Certain companies jumped at the opportunity to learn about the benefits of devising more sustainable business practices. Buster Brown Bean Company became the first Green Wave partner, acting as a role model representing the green business practices that our program encourages.
In efforts to further promote sustainability and enhance campus community involvement, Recycle Inc. developed an innovative campus-wide recycling program. This program placed the focus on the recycling of used ink and toner cartridges. Facilitated by a campus of over 5,000 students and more than 800 faculty and staff, the need for this venue of electronic recycling reaches a large community. The introduction of ink cartridge recycling stations around campus allows anyone from students recycling personal printer cartridges to faculty and staff recycling school ink and toner cartridges the opportunity to contribute to the sustainability effort. Through teamwork and perseverance, our team developed a business program to sustain a thriving, multifaceted recycling program. Did you know in the U.S., 13 cartridges are disposed of every second, totaling an estimated of 375 million each year. Through the combined efforts of community businesses, we work with eRecycle, a full-service recycling company that buys various materials and used electronics, such as ink and toner cartridges. They then remanufacture and resell these materials. In just 5 weeks, we collected 148 cartridges with revenues totaling $105. Based on this data, we expect to collect over $400 per semester and more than $800 every year. If this collection trend continues, our expectations will be exceeded by more than $200. Used ink and toner cartridges can be remanufactured many times over and keep plastic, steel, aluminum, and rubber out of landfills. The sustainable future of recycled ink will continue for years to come as we have partnered with underclassmen with the goal of creating a more sustainable community, not only for our generations, but for the generations that inhabit it for years to come.
As our projects progressed and began to take shape, our Enactus team saw an enormous opportunity was available to augment the hard work and dedication each of our teams has put forth in recent months. Additionally, we felt it necessary to contribute to the Students in Free Enterprise rebranding and transformation into Enactus. As a community of students ready and willing to transform our community into a better, more sustainable world, we believe the best alternative in terms of getting our message out was the prospect of a singular cohesive event which would place all of our projects in a confined area for both the campus and the community to see.
The Enactus Expo was born from this concept, an introduction and presentation to the students and community members as to who we are as an Enactus team and the positive impact we're working to build. As each of the projects were displayed by members of their respective group in areas throughout the Williams Center multi-purpose room, students and community members were able to learn about each of the projects within Fredonia Enactus.
It also helps as a team recruitment initiative, serving to continue Enactus' sustainable legacy on the SUNY Fredonia campus by introducing new and hopeful entrepreneurs to Enactus and showing them how to properly apply to next semester's team. Many of our projects were able to recruit members directly from the Expo, including our Cradle Beach team, who employed members for their scavenger hunt held in April. Through the Expo and tangible engagement from the campus and local community, over 200 people were directly impacted and saw changes possible in their own lives.
It is our hope that the 2012-2013 Enactus team has contributed to the growth and future success of our campus and community as well. Each project embodies our commitment to building a sustainable community of Enactus in Fredonia and represents our passion to instill imagination.
To see the opportunity and benefits of placing our projects side by side on a campus and communal stage for the entire area to see and appreciate.
Courage. To test uncharted waters by inviting and encouraging previously inflexible business and community members from changing their habits and lifestyles.
Determination. To be resilient if met by failure
Partnership.